Hey, what up guys, it's Brandon here, and today I'm going to be doing something completely different for you guys today. So it's going to be like a little series I'm going to start doing. As you guys can see, it's pretty much a tier list. If you guys don't know, I'm gonna just give you guys a little bit of background information of what a tier list is. So a tier list is pretty much like it's like you rank what is at like at the top. Like there's an S rank thing, A, like B, C, all the way down to like D or like as low. It depends on how low you create it, because you can also create these yourself. But it's like a whole tier list of where you rank stuff. But pretty much I'm doing this on Sonic games. So I just wanted to do this for you guys today because I did mention I was gonna be doing a video for you guys in my yesterday's update. If you guys haven't seen the update yet, a link will be in the description for that. Yeah, and I was pretty much explaining my whole situation of the capture card and everything. So if you guys want to go check that out to know when I'm gonna finally start using my capture card, that'll be February 3rd. So that's gonna be the day I'm gonna start using the capture card. Hopefully that's true, and we'll see how that all goes. But today, I'm gonna be explaining why I picked these games, and I'm pretty much gonna be like, it's good. You're gonna see the tier list right next to me when I explain all of this. So pretty much I'm gonna be explaining to you guys why I put these games where they are. So but like it's pretty much all the main Sonic games, like for consoles and stuff, like no and all that. But I'm gonna be doing more of I don't know when I'm gonna be doing more of these, but I'm looking forward to actually doing more of these in the future. So this is not going to be the only tier list I'll be doing, but I don't know when I'm going to be doing another one after this. So, but I just wanted to do this for you guys, just because I just found out you can make these, and I made a bunch of these tier lists. So I have a bunch of them saved on my phone, so I can actually do more of these for you guys in the future. But hold on, just fixing my cords real quick. All right, so without further ado, let's go and begin. Oh, before we start, you guys can see I'm wearing my Sonic hat too for the occasion, and it's been I don't think you guys seen me wear this hat in forever. I used to always wear this back in like 2015, and I never really wore it anymore. So here's the Sonic hat that you guys haven't seen in forever. So I just wanted to wear this Sonic hat for the occasion. All right, so without further ado, let's go and begin this. I'm gonna just scoot over so you guys can see the tier list, which I think this should be good. So here it is. Boom, there's the tier list. So as you guys can see, it has all the pretty much all the main Sonic games and whatnot, like Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Adventure, and all that. So well, we're gonna just start at the S column. So the reason why I put Sonic 2 up there at the S rank is because it's a really good game overall. Like it's definitely better than the first Sonic the Hedgehog though. But when Sonic the Hedgehog 2 came out, like for the most part, we got Tails that was introduced, and there was more zones and everything, and it was just, and you got to do the spin dash, which is how Sonic games are now. Because in the first game there was no spin dash, but in the second game they introduced that, and there were a lot of cool gimmicks and everything, like a lot of cool stages, like was it Casino Night Zone? That one was a good one, where they started doing casino zones and whatnot for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Plus, it's still a really fun game with really cool bosses and stuff. I mean, usually you would fight Eggman, but like there's like a lot of cool bosses too, like a lot of cool boss battles. Like was it when you were fighting Eggman in like what was it called? It was something I think it was like air. It was like some kind of air. I don't know. It was like when Sonic was on the ship, and you had to fight Eggman, and I don't know why I forgot what it was called, but yeah, pretty much when Sonic was fighting Eggman, he had to like watch out. You had to hit the laser, that one laser. It's obviously like a really difficult boss battle, but overall, it's a great game. You got to fight was it this prototype Metal Sonic or something at the end of the game, and you had to fight the giant Eggman robot for the final boss. Overall, it's a really good game though. That's why it's at number two. It's a game that keeps you on your feet, and it's always fun to play whenever you have nothing else to do overall. So it's a really fun game, and there's just a lot of variety. That's why you get to do two player as well, which you never done that in the first Sonic game. So you have Tails. You can play as Tails, and you can fly. Well, actually, I don't think you can fly in that game, but you could definitely fly in like Sonic 3 and all that, which is what we're gonna get to right now. Since you guys see Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Sonic 3 are on this list too, which I'm gonna. Well, the reason why I did not put Sonic and Knuckles up there, I mean on the S rank, is because Sonic and Knuckles, I don't know. I guess the main reason why it's at B is because no, not B, A. Because the reason why I'm also looking at this tier list on my I took a picture of it on my 3DS as well, just to remember what the games are, what position the games are on. But we'll get to Sonic and Knuckles after. But let's just go to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So Sonic 3 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I might as well just take care of these at once. But Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I mean, I would definitely prefer Sonic 3 and Knuckles because you combine both games into one. So, but Sonic 3 and Knuckles, that game, those two games, when you combine them, it's really fun, extra long. But you know what? It's still such a great game overall, like that, And Sonic 3, that game is just, it's one of my favorite Sonic games of all time, pretty much, at this point. So it's just a lot of fun overall, because like you got all these stages and stuff. I mean, yeah, you get to collect Chaos Emeralds and stuff, and the special stages are very fun in the game. But like I just didn't really like the special stages too much to get Chaos Emeralds in the first two Sonic games. Oh, I'm gonna clean my glasses real quick. But yeah, it's I don't know. I guess it's not as enjoyable as the first two Sonic games. The collecting Chaos Emeralds. It's not as entertaining or fun. I mean, it is entertaining and fun, but like, I don't know. It just seems too difficult for me a little bit. But I mean, well, the first game, it's all right too. They're all good, but like I would prefer the Sonic 3 special stages because I could get all Chaos Emeralds in that game overall. But it's just really cool and all that. You get to like, collect these orbs, and then you get to collect rings, and then you get a Chaos Emerald and whatnot. But I'm just gonna talk about Sonic 3 first, because Sonic 3 you get like all these cool zones, and there's a lot of cool gimmicks too and everything. It's a lot of fun. So but yeah, and we got Sonic looking more mature, like the Sonic sprite looking more mature and everything, a little bit bit better, pretty much better Sega Genesis graphics a little bit. Like they enhanced it for Sonic a little bit. This is where we first met Knuckles in the game as well. And then you got you got Angel Island Zone, Hydra City Zone. Isn't it Wing Fortress Zone? That one where Sonic was on the ship in Sonic 2? I think that's what it was called. I just didn't know what it was called. I don't know why I forgot the name. I think it is Wing Fortress Zone or something. Or I don't know. I can't remember, but I don't know. I just couldn't remember what it was called. But all right, anyways, back to the Sonic 3. So yeah, you got Angel Island Zone, Hydra City Zone, Marble Garden Zone, I think. Yeah, Marble Garden Zone. Ice Cap Zone, and wait, well that's the 5th zone, but like oh yeah, Carnival Night Zone, yeah, that one right, that stage. And then we got yeah, Ice Cap. Ice Cap's one of my favorites in the game though. But there's just a lot of cool gimmicks and everything. It's just a lot of fun. And also you get to have the what is it, the bubbles, like the fire bubble, where Sonic, when you do a double jump and Sonic like does this move, like almost like a homing attack before the homing attack was even introduced in Sonic games. And you get the bubble when you jump, when you do a second jump, you bounce and everything. And then for the the electric ball, you get to collect rings, and you get to like do some kind of second jump, like you go like whoop bing, or something like that. You guys already know I pretty much did all these Sonic games that are almost all these Sonic games that are on this list. No, literally, I pretty much did all the games. I did a playthrough on all these games in the S column, but not the A column just yet. So, Alright, well, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, though, it's pretty much Sonic 3, but added with Sonic and Knuckles. And pretty much, and the reason why I like these games, too, is that these are the first Sonic games that you get a save feature. Which I always, which is always awesome, because, like, how you even save your game. Imagine playing this in all in one sitting, though. I mean, they do give you the option to play the whole game in one sitting, but like if you really want to go get challenging, do a really huge challenge like that, though. But which I actually did that before, so just for the heck of it, so I could play it in one sitting. Which is it's very unique that they give you the option to do that if you actually don't want to have your game saved, and if you want to play the whole game in one sitting, then there you go. If you're that good at the Sonic games. So, but Sonic and Knuckles, not only you collect Chaos Emeralds, but you also collect Super Emeralds, which you become after you become Super Sonic, you become a Hyper Sonic. It's just really fun, and it's just always so fun to use that. So it's not bad, though. I love Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I did a playthrough on that game specifically with both games. So not only you do all the zones like I mentioned for Sonic 3, but like you also get Sonic and Knuckles, where you're at Mushroom Hill Zone, and then you're at Flying Battery Zone, Sandopolis Zone, and then Lava Reef Zone, Hidden Palace, and then Sky Sanctuary, all that, and then Death Egg. So overall, it's not bad. And then you get the final boss at Doomsday Zone if you have Super Sonic, which is always so much fun. So it's very challenging, but it's so much fun too. I always love it. So man, it's been a while since I've done that, though. I need to play that game again. I need to play these Sonic games again, though. Yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. It's summed up. That's pretty much to sum these Sonic 3 up. Sonic 3 pretty much is so much fun. So, I'm sorry. Yeah. So Sonic 3, it's a whole lot of fun, but I would prefer Sonic 3 and Knuckles over that, because it's like extra long and you get to like do more, obviously. Plus, you get to save your game in Sonic and Knuckles in that, but because in the actual Sonic and Knuckles game, you can't save your game, which is why it's at the A column. But I'll explain more of that. A little. Well, maybe I probably explained the majority of it, but I'll get back to it when we get to the A column. But now let's go and talk about the remaining two games on this list: Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. So, well, first we'll go Sonic Adventure 2. So Sonic Adventure or Sonic Adventure 2. Alright, so yeah, Sonic Adventure 2, everyone would prefer this game over the first game, But you already know, Sonic Adventure is my favorite game overall. So yeah, but either way, Sonic Adventure 2, it's so much fun when you're playing as the hero team like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, or you could like play you could play the hero story or the the dark story. It's just a lot of fun like that. But you get the dark story and play as Shadow, Rouge, and Eggman. You get to even do missions as well. Like if you do the regular mission, you get to go and do 4 more missions where you collect 100 rings, find the lost child, beat the stage in the time limit, do hard mode. It's so much fun doing that. So you can collect more emblems. And this is where you get a Chao Garden, which is a very unique thing that Sega has ever done, because it's like you get to take care of your Chao and just teach you how to be a responsible person. It's just a very unique thing that Sega has ever done in a Sonic game when the game first came out. So, well, Sonic Adventure at first, but then Sonic Adventure 2, they actually made it better like that. Pretty much Sonic Adventure 2 kind of made things, they pretty much patched up some of the flaws that they've had in the first Sonic Adventure, but yeah, so Sonic Adventure 2, overall it's obviously pretty much my second favorite Sonic game. So I love Sonic Adventure 2. Heck, I even have the game in here right now. Yep, here it is, Sonic Adventure 2. You guys already know I got this. I pretty much ordered this game back in it was literally I think when I was almost done with sophomore year, somewhere in 2017, when I got this game again, since my other one didn't work, so because that was an ultimate struggle. All right, well, that's Sonic Adventure 2 for you guys. very fun game. I did a playthrough on that game too. Let me move a little bit. So, all right. So now, the last game on this S column. We're like 15 minutes in, so I gotta really finish all this up. Don't worry. Well, there's more games that are like towards the bottom here that obviously you guys, I never played it. So, all right, Sonic Adventure. You know, my favorite game. So, my favorite game right here, dude. I know most people prefer Sonic Adventure 2, like I said, but I prefer Sonic Adventure because I grew up with that game more, and it just kind of hits me here a little bit. So I don't know. Well, actually, no. The biggest reason is because they actually have like a HUD world. It's like a HUD world they would usually have for Sonic Adventure, because in Sonic Adventure 2 you just select the stage and then you play it. But in the first game, you get like was it areas like Station Square, Mystic Ruins, and Egg Carrier, which they're not really actual stages, but they're like HUD worlds that you get to choose the stage you want to go to, and it depends on which location it is, and it's very awesome. That's why I love Sonic Adventure more, because of that. I mean most people wouldn't prefer that, but I do. I definitely prefer that because it's. And you get like even the stories take place in those areas, because you guys know in the cutscenes, yeah, the cutscenes, yeah, the cutscenes in that game take place in those areas that you're at. But like since in Sonic Adventure 2 there's different areas in that game, which you don't really get to explore those areas. Like I think it was like, excuse me, like when Tails, Amy, and Sonic, they were you know, on the sidewalk during the daytime when Tails was about to go and find the president, and Knuckles came out of the sewer from the aquatic mine. But pretty much I was hoping you get to like explore that one area a little bit, but it didn't seem like there was that much there anyway. A little bit. I don't know. Either way, it just seemed like an area I would love to explore if they actually gave you that option as the HUD world for Sonic Adventure 2. And that's the biggest reason why I prefer Sonic Adventure. But Sonic Adventure, you already know, this game you get to play other characters' stories and whatnot, their perspectives. This is where they first started doing this, because then they did that same thing for Sonic Adventure 2, but with the hero and dark stories and all that. So, but it's just I think the first game's more interesting, because you get to it usually depends on the character's story, because like Sonic Adventure 2 it doesn't like depend on the character itself. It mostly depends on the whole team, like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, which you get to play those characters all in one story. Because in Sonic Adventure, in the first Sonic Adventure, you get to play Sonic himself for the whole story, Tails himself, Knuckles himself, Amy herself, you know, all those characters like that, and the whole perspectives and everything. It's just a really cool. It's just a really cool concept overall. But and don't even get me started with the soundtrack. The soundtrack is the best. I love the soundtrack of the game. You like, seriously. Sonic Adventure 2 definitely has the awesome soundtrack too, but like the first Sonic Adventure, that one's pretty much that's just my favorite Sonic music ever. It has pretty much my favorite Sonic soundtrack ever, pretty much, in my opinion. But in this, obviously, like I said, it's where they introduced Chell Garden and everything. You get to raise your Chell and whatnot. So very cool concept. You know, those two games were originally on the Sega Dreamcast, which are pretty much ported on the GameCube. Once Sega and Nintendo joined forces for Sega to start making their games on the GameCube and Nintendo consoles in general. Alright, so there we go. That's the S rank of my greatest games right there. Now let's move down to the A rank, and I'll make sure to get this done as quick as I can. So Sonic Mania. So Sonic Mania pretty much Sonic Mania. It's on A rank because like the reason why it's not up there any higher is because like I guess I don't know, probably because the game came out like past the time I was loving Sonic a little bit. Because pretty much in early 2016, if you guys don't remember, well, I don't know if you guys really remember too much, but like, I was playing Sonic games so much, even though I was doing Super Paper Mario and New Super Luigi U on my channel, but I was playing a lot. Me, Tyler, and Nick, we were playing a lot of Sonic games at that time. So, but then afterwards, Like, I remember during the summer of 2016 when Sonic Mania came out, I was so hyped. And then the game came out, but I was still hype about it during that time too. So it's still a really fun game overall. The graphics are great for Sonic Mania though, especially because like it's not even for the Sega Genesis or anything, but like they kind of enhanced the graphics a little bit, but they also kept the same type of concept to make it feel like you're still playing the Sega Genesis overall. So that's why I really enjoy Sonic Mania like that. But there's just some little type of stuff that I don't really that's the reason why it's not up any higher than A. Like I mean, yeah, it has a save feature and everything, but like I guess maybe it's because they don't have like all, I don't know. I guess maybe it's the stages that they don't have, like they don't have like a whole, they don't have too many, they didn't bring back too many stages. I don't know. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Maybe I just wish they brought back more stages in the game. But also, I think it's because maybe the special stages, I don't really like them too much, where you gotta chase the UFO and then get the Chaos Emerald. That's annoying, but I mean, it's still great overall. But oh yeah, because yeah, trying to collect Chaos Emeralds is such a pain in that game overall, and it's usually very difficult. And then once you become Supersonic, you gotta go and face the final boss, where you gotta like try not to get hit by one of the, was it the hard boiled heavies, like the, what was it, that one the leader of the hard boiled heavies, where he actually hurts Supersonic somehow, that was very difficult because you lose rings after you get hit. It was very difficult. So, but I mean, it's still great. It was still a great final battle overall. But like overall, there were some things that needed to be kind of improved on a little bit. But I mean, overall, it's still a great game. That's the reason why it's at A anyway. Next up, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I mean, now we got Sonic Mania Plus. Once we got Sonic, sorry, I think I heard the train. You know, the train outside my backyard. All right. So yeah, Sonic Mania. I mean, it's gotten better now that we got Sonic Mania Plus with Mighty and Ray, and we got this new Encore mode. So you guys already know I pretty much did the playthrough on that game and Sonic Mania Plus. I pretty much did the playthrough on both the original Sonic Mania when it came out and the Plus version. All right, so next up we got Sonic Heroes. So Sonic Heroes, the soundtrack. Let me just get started with the soundtrack. Soundtrack is the best. I cannot put it. I can't put it any better than that. It's just one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard. I just love the Sonic Heroes soundtracks though. But the reason why it's an A, I mean, I grew up with this game a lot, so that's why it's all the way up there. But the controls is pretty much the biggest flaw of the game. It's so slippery, and it's just, Sonic goes too fast. You know, the characters just go too fast and whatnot, and like the platforming can be difficult sometimes. Which, thank God they have the feature where you get to be Knuckles and punch through stuff, and you can be Tails to fly up in case you do try to accidentally fall or whatnot. But it still struggles sometimes. I never done a playthrough on that game, but it might be a future playthrough at some point. So I'm just not sure when I'm gonna do it yet. But it's probably gonna be maybe later this year, somewhere later this year. But I'm gonna hold off on it until for now until like sometime later when I'm ready to do the playthrough. But it's still really cool. It's just like Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, where you do stories and whatnot. Like you play sorry, my throat's itchy. All right, well, but yeah, you get to do oh, give me a second. Sorry guys, my throat, my behind my uvula is so scratchy. Like I don't know why I'm so itchy back here right now. I'll ignore it. So what was I saying now? Oh yeah, so pretty much just like Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes is not, there's no HUD world for that game, which I'm okay with anyway. But like it's still cool how you get to play different stories and different perspectives. Still, like you play as Team Sonic, Team Dark, Team Chaotix, Team Rose, and all that. And then eventually you would run into one team would run into another team, so they would battle each other. Like at one point, Team Sonic would run into Team Dark, and they would go and fight each other. Unless you're playing as Team Dark, then you're gonna run into Team Sonic, and then you would fight it out anyway. It's just a great concept that I always enjoy. So Overall, the controls is something that needed to be worked on, but overall, like, you know, when it comes to attacking enemies and stuff, the whole combat thing, it's pretty satisfying after you destroy the Eggman robots and whatnot. So it's just a very satisfying game when you're completing a stage, and if you get a good rank, whatnot, for what, yeah, and whatnot. Yeah. All right, so, but yeah, overall, it's a great game, and overall, I can't wait to do a playthrough on that game soon. Oh man, and no, the Casino Park music is the best. Oh my god, Casino Park, I love that stage so much with the music. But yeah, it's like a, you know, pinball type of stage. But I mean that game, that part of the that part sometimes just is annoying because you're like trying to move on from the stage, but then of course you keep getting knocked down and you have to have these flippers keep hitting you all the way up so you can keep progressing further. It's annoying. But you know, just stay tuned for that playthrough eventually. So I will see and all that. I'll eventually get around to it. But yeah, all right. Next up, oh yeah, Sonic and Knuckles. Let's get back to that. Sonic and Knuckles, though, the reason why it's at A is pretty much I mean, all the stages are good. It's pretty much just like Sonic 3, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. You know, well yeah, obviously Sonic 3 and Knuckles because there's Sonic and Knuckles, but there's, you know, Sonic 3 with the same graphics and whatnot. But the biggest flaw, of course, is where there is no save feature for Sonic and Knuckles, which is why it's at no, it's at the A column. So, but yeah. Overall, it's a great game. You get to play as Knuckles too, which is awesome. I mean, Sonic 3 Knuckles, you can play as Knuckles in that too. You can play as Knuckles in the Sonic 3 stages, but in the original Sonic 3, you don't get to play as Knuckles, but Sonic and Tails at least, I think. Yeah, you do. But Sonic and Knuckles, you get to play as Sonic or you can play as Knuckles, pretty much. It's fun though. Overall, I pretty much I grew up with all these games I just talked about anyway. Well, except Sonic Mania. That game's only been out for like almost 3 years now. So, but overall, all those games are really good. Oh yeah, one more game in the B column though. So Sonic the Hedgehog, the first Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm gonna make sure to do this as quick as I can. So, hold on. All right, sorry guys. Yeah. So Sonic the Hedgehog, you know, the first Sonic the Hedgehog ever. It's at the A column because, well, why not? You know, because it's literally the first Sonic game ever, and it's the most memorable Sonic game, the most iconic Sonic game overall. You know, because it pretty much has the first zone ever introduced called, you know, Green Hill Zone. Everyone should know what Green Hill Zone is anyway. But overall, it's still a great game, even though there's no spin dash involved, and there's only like 6 zones. Six, yeah, this is 6. There's only 6 zones anyway. But overall, it's not too bad though. It's a great game overall. All the boss battles are awesome, and you know, fighting Eggman and everything, all that. So, you know, even, well, Labyrinth Zone, I hate Labyrinth Zone, but overall, it's not bad overall. Like, you know, you get to go underwater, move around and everything. You get to go and progress further in the game like that. It's like you can find your way around to get to Eggman just like that. It's how a typical Sonic game is. Overall, it's like I said for Sonic 2, it keeps you on your feet, and it's just a lot of fun overall. Sonic 1, the first Sonic, is the most iconic and one of the most fun Sonic games I ever played, honestly. But it goes at letter A, it goes at the A column right there because of the you know, just no spin dash involved. Maybe also because there's no save feature either, but it's still one of the greatest Sonic games I ever played, in my opinion. All right, which leads us now to the B column. So now we're at the B column now, which has 3 games. I'm still looking at my 3DS here. So Sonic Generations, you guys see it right there. You guys already see all the games anyway, but Sonic Generations. The reason why it's on B is because I've been playing the game since 2015, which is why I put it that high on my list. But like, obviously the controls suck overall. Like, I don't like these Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Generations controls like this. But it's still a great game overall because like you get to play as classic Sonic, and this is the first time you got to play as him in a modern Sonic game like this. It's still a great concept, and you even get to play as like there's, you know, you guys get like these there's like, you know, the stages that came back, like you get to do Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant, You know, all these stages came back in that game. But not only you get to play as modern Sonic in those types of stages, but also classic Sonic. It depends on which character you are and all that. But you get to play as both characters for those stages. So it's a really cool concept. You get to collect Chaos Emeralds too. Every stage you beat, you collect Chaos Emeralds, I think, or I think there's like these different missions too where you get to play as where you get to like I forget. It was like I haven't played the game in a while, but like there's like these different like side quests where you get to I guess there's like a mission where you have to have Knuckles with you where he's gonna like dig out for keys or something. I can't remember, but that was that Sky Sanctuary zone where Knuckles would help you try to find that stuff. But I think you're supposed to complete them in order to progress further, so you could go and fight bosses and stuff. Yeah, I remember that. So you got to fight bosses and everything. It's really cool though, and it was a really cool game to come out for Sonic's 20th anniversary as well. So it's still a very great Sonic game too. Even though despite all the the controls and all that everything, but it's still a great game, especially with the introduction of classic Sonic being in modern Sonic games now. Because obviously he was in Sonic Forces, of course. So, and then next up in this column we got Sonic CD. So Sonic CD, still a great game overall, but it just goes down there just because of the some of the controls sometimes are a little flawed a little bit. Like the spin dash is not as good as Sonic 2, but that's because this game was in development before Sonic 2 came out, actually. So. Which is surprising though, because the spin dash is a little awkward, a little bit. And this was the only Sonic game to be on the Sega CD too, so that's why all the sounds sound different and everything. So yeah, the sound effects kind of sound very cuckoo, but like overall it's still a great Sonic game though. So still very great. I grew up with this game too. It has the same Sonic 1 sprite. Yeah, the same Sonic 1 sprite, and it's just still really cool though. But I mean overall though, it just stays down there because it's just not too it is fun to play, but it's just like I guess there's just some elements that don't really like make it one of the greatest Sonic games, but it's still a great Sonic game. It's a classic too. It's still memorable overall, but like there's just some flaws about it that there's just a lot of flaws and stuff. I mean, no, it's still good. Like you get to race Metal Sonic and everything. Like that was like one of the most that's my favorite part of the game, where you get to race Metal Sonic, try to stop him and everything. So, and dodging Eggman's laser, which kind of sucks. So, all right, we gotta hurry this up because I got 9 minutes left and I gotta hurry this up. So next up we got Sonic Colors. Sonic Colors. I played it like only a few times, but all I have to say is that it's very good overall. So, you get the wisps. This is the first time they introduce wisps, and you get to use them for the first time. That's the best thing about the game, that you get to use different wisps and everything. But I'm not too familiar with the game because I never got to play it too much. But now you get like drill, you get like the drill wisp, cube and all that. You get to have all those wisps and everything. Depends on where you are in the game and everything and such. It's still a lot of fun overall. Still a very entertaining game, pretty much. Well, I never played it too much, but I'm looking forward to getting it at some point. Then I might give some better feedback on it, give off better thoughts about it eventually. It depends, but yeah. So overall though, it's a great game. I think Nick had it for the DS before, so, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is there. So now let's move down to the C column. Sonic Unleashed. I only have the demo for the Xbox 360, but Sonic Unleashed, this is pretty much, it has the same control as the Sonic Generations, but still a great game where you get to become a werehog. So it's just really cool. I mean, I got to watch a playthrough on it before, so I get the concept and everything. So it's really cool how it's like you get to do nighttime stages where you play as the werehog when Sonic's a werehog. that's the best concept about Sonic Unleashed overall, and that's pretty much all I have to say about that. But overall, it was a great Sonic game when it came out, and we still had that same Sonic voice, the same actor for the Sonic voice for I think it was the same. It was the same actor for when he voiced Sonic and Sonic Heroes, and I think Sonic X as well. But yeah, you know, that's why Sonic Unleashed is pretty much, even though it's at sea, it's still a pretty good game. I just never got to like delve deep into the game. Plus the controls are just, you know, like I said, it's like Sonic Generations, which is why that's of course a big flaw, and it's always a big flaw. Those types of controls are always a big flaw, which leads us to Sonic Forces, which has that same controls, and that's why it's next to Sonic Unleashed. Sonic Forces, though, that was pretty much the last main Sonic game to come out, but it's still pretty fun a little bit. But I never really play it that much anymore because like there's just not too much anymore. I mean, there is a lot of stages we've done, but like, you know, you get to play Sonic, you know, a classic Sonic. You know, your custom character. The custom character was the most exciting thing about the game, though. You get to have your customized character and everything. And oh no, let me just tell you what the best thing about the game was, though. Pretty much the plot was the best thing about Sonic Forces. I don't know. It's just something about the plot that I just really love the game because of that. But overall, the controls, I guess they're okay, but like you guys already know, I'm not too fond of the platforming kookiness. But at least in nowadays Sonic, in those types of Sonic games today, you get to jump, and then when you're about to do a homing attack on an enemy, it has like the green target thing, and then you just hit them. So it's just a lot of fun. But Sonic Forces, great game overall. I mean, well, I guess I mean it's okay, but like I don't know. It's a little disappointing too. I was expecting the controls to be like Sonic Adventure 2 and all that. Sonic Adventure 2, because those were my favorite controls in 3D Sonic games. But oh well, that's overall something there. So all right, next up, we're going to the D section now. So the D section, Sonic the Hedgehog episodes 1 and 2 for Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Yeah, those games suck. So that's all I have to say about that. I only played episode 1, and I didn't really like it when I was younger. It was like when I was like I think it was like when I was in middle school, I think. So overall, all I gotta say is those games suck. And then we got Sonic Lost World. Sonic Lost World is on this list because it's down there because it's like it just made me roar when I first played it. Well, when I was at like this area called Silent Forest, where I was really raging on the fourth level, I believe. I think I remember when I was about to fight one of the Deadly Six, I think. It sucked. I just hated it, and I was just roaring and roaring. It just sucked. All right. Well, overall though, Sonic Lost World, what sucks was that like the controls is like, hold on, I got the gamepad right. Usually, whenever you play a Sonic game, you just run this way or run. When you do this control stick, you run. However, you hold this button down to run, and then you do that, and then you move the control stick. Because apparently, when you only move the control stick, Sonic just walks. It sucks. That's why I hate the most about that game. So overall, it's still good. It's still cool. Like it has all the Mario Galaxy type gimmicks and everything. Like Sonic just moves all around the like a sphere and whatnot. It's still really cool like that. But overall, there's a lot of flaws. That's why it stays down there. And then last but not least, you already know Sonic 06 all the way at the bottom. I don't care. It's a bad game. I never actually played it, but everyone says it's bad, so I say it's bad. But let me give you guys, so first off, before I end this off here for you guys, I want to say that if Sonic Boom was on this, because they didn't give me Sonic Boom as an option when I made this list, but if they gave me Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, I would also put it at F as well, because obviously it's also a bad game with tons of glitches and crap, and you guys already know I did that playthrough. That was like my second most recent playthrough. So yeah, pretty much the game sucked. So just push that game down. So yeah, I mean overall, I mean it's okay as well, but like obviously all those glitches and crap, and Sonic moves so slow and all that. still a bad game overall. Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric and Sonic 06 will remain as one of the most horrible Sonic games. But overall, you guys got to see my whole tier list. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know this is really long. I didn't expect it to be this long, 40 minutes already. But you know what? It's all good though. It's all good. So yeah, pretty much hope you guys enjoyed. I'm all right. So the list is gone. All right, but yeah, overall, hope you guys enjoyed this whole video of me explaining why I chose all these Sonic games and all that. And I know it took a lot. My voice is like almost gone, so sorry that it took so long, but I wanted to explain everything like that, you know, to explain all the whole, you know, the reasons why I chose all these Sonic games and whatnot. But I'm less than 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna end this off really quickly. So just stay tuned for some Mario Maker Online tomorrow, and make sure to stay tuned for some more Super Luigi Galaxy Wednesdays and Fridays. And yeah, that's all I have to say for now, guys. So yeah, pretty much like I said, if you guys haven't seen the update, link will be in the description. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me know in the comments below if you guys want me to do more of these series for you guys. So wait a minute, did it just blink? Yeah, it just blinked. All right, because my video thing blinks, so I'm gonna get this out for you guys, and then I'm gonna upload it. So all right, that's all I have to say for now, guys. So be sure to subscribe, like my videos, and if you enjoy this episode, this first video of my tier list series, it's gonna be in its own series. It's not gonna be a vlog or anything. It's its own series. It's gonna be in the playlist called the tier list and whatnot. So, you know, but all right, I'm gonna end this off here for you guys. So yeah, be sure to hit that like button down below if you enjoyed this, and let me know in the comments below just to let me know what I should do next. You know, like, should I do a Mario games next or something? But all right, I'm at 10 seconds, so I will see y'all next time, guys. Thank you guys for watching.